Good afternoon. Over 230 migrants were rescued from one flimsy boat yesterday in seas off the Canary Islands. 14 women and 3 children were found in the same boat, which contained a total of 231 people. It is the largest number of people to be rescued from the same boat off Gran Canaria this year, so Coast Guard said after they towed the boat they found close to Gran Canaria's main port. Some 32,878 migrants have taken the perilous route in boats from West Africa to the Canary Islands between January and October 15th, that according to government figures. That's a rise of almost 40% from the same period last year. The Atlantic route to the Canary Islands has seen the fastest growth in irregular migration in recent years, though numbers remain below those on the central Mediterranean route towards Italy. Thousands of people protested in holiday resorts across the Canary Islands yesterday against over-tourism, which they say prices local people out of the housing market. Under the slogan Canary Islands has a limit, residents demonstrated simultaneously in Gran Canaria, Tenerife, La Palma, Fuerteventura, Lanzarote and El Hierro and called for a change in the tourism model for the islands. In the Playa de las Americas in Tenerife, protesters appeared on a beach whilst tourists were sunbathing and chanted "This beach is ours." Activists claim the arrival of millions of visitors every year depletes limited natural resources, like water, and damages the environment. At least 8,000 people took part, officials said. Between January and September, 9.9 million tourists visited the islands, according to the National Statistics Institute. That's 10.3% more than in the same period in 2023. The island's population was 2.2 million last year. The Canary Islands regional government drafted a law which is expected to pass this year to toughen rules on short-term lets. Newly built properties will be barred from the short-let market, and property owners with a permit will have 5 years to comply with requirements that include granting neighbours the right to object to the permits. On Saturday, hundreds of protesters also took to the streets of Valencia to again call for more affordable housing. Far-left party Podemos will stop supporting the government, Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, so the party's Secretary-General, Ione Belarra, said. On Saturday, she made her party's support for the Sanchez government conditional on Madrid breaking diplomatic relations with Israel, taking steps to reduce very high rents, especially in large cities, and strengthening social policies. This weekend, a Podemos event in Madrid brought together more than 50 national and international guests under the theme "Change Everything We Cannot Accept." The far-right party has 4 deputies in Parliament out of 350, whilst the radical left formation has 2 seats in the European Parliament. One of them is held by the controversial former Equality Minister Irene Montero, recently elected Vice President of the Left. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.